Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. How art thou? How are you guys doing? How are things going with you? Um, so I hope you will join, engage, and come filing in momentarily. I hope you will join and engage with me. Please be at my beck and call and come in. But I guess we'll see if anybody joins. Whew. Uh, yeah, I don't have anything to talk about, quite frankly. So I'm really reliant on other people to join here and, you know, spark some dialogue. Hey, Milky, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, Milky. How art thou? How art thou, Milky? Milky asks, "How am I?" I guess I'm doing okay. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty ordinary for me. Taylor asks, "How's it going?" A pretty ordinary day for me, at least. So I guess it's going all right. Milky says, "Word, word." Fair enough, Milky. Fair enough. Uh, any questions? Anything you'd like for me to talk about or say or do? Anything fun today? No, I don't have anything going on at all today whatsoever. Today is solitary confinement for me. Today is basically just solitary confinement. Taylor says she wants to watch me make some pasta. That's an idea. Um, a pizza pasta. Where's pizza pasta? Where's pizza pasta? Giant Pick Lighter says, "I'm alone today too. Why are you in solitary and I'm not?" I'm alone every day for the most part. Rusty says, "What did I tell you, boy?" He was shaking his fist like Arthur. He says, "You better not go live." Why didn't you want me to go live, Rusty? Any reason? He says, I think he said the main reason he doesn't want me to go live is because I talk critically about my mother, father, and stepfather. I talk about them like they're sadists, and that kind of annoys and peeves people. Oh, Rusty says he wanted me to go live on OnlyFans. You want me to go live on OnlyFans instead of. No, not on OnlyFans. He says, "Get into your underpants, dude. Get into your underpants." Maybe in like 5 minutes, I'll get into my underpants. Taylor says, "Rusty is your dom." I'm into women. I'm into women. I'm not into. I'm not into men. But I'm appreciative of Rusty. I'm appreciative of. Yeah, I mean, anybody have any dating app ideas or dating app suggestions or anything like that? Um, yeah, I'm pretty lonely, and I kind of want a girlfriend. I know they say in order to get a girlfriend, you obviously have to you kind of be working. So he says you need to join a club and you'll meet friends there. Yeah, that's an idea. Even if it's just a friend with benefits, I mean, really, I just need a friend that's a woman, really. You're not going to meet anybody by sitting in your room posting on social media. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I know they say sometimes if you wait for tomorrow, if you wait for things to get better, tomorrow never comes and it never happens. So get out there, make your life happen. To quote the great Gary Burr, love is out there, but you got to go get it. Thinking and wishing it will come to you will kill you if you let it. The love will just go find someone else. Hide away day and night. Trust me, you'll regret it. Love is out there, but you got to go get it. Erie asks if I've tried plenty of fish. I need to get on something. I need to get on some dating sites. I need to get on some dating sites, I guess. You know, it can get better, but you got to make it get better, basically, you know. And women want a man. They don't want to take care of someone. Women don't want to take care of a baby. They want a man. Somebody says, "Amen, amen." You know, women want to date a man. Anybody want me to set up the DSLR and create some videos? Or, I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. Erie says no. Dave says no. What do you think I should do, if anything? Rusty says no. What do you think I should do? Listen to the song "Love Is Out There" by Gary Burr? Erie says your videos are so bad lately. Dead Cops says take your medication. Hey, Vitamin D, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not very happy. So I don't know. So just go outside and meet some people. It's literally the nicest day of the year. Get out there, meet somebody. I'm frustrated. I don't know if stressed. I guess stressed. I could be stressed, but I'm frustrated. Um, you know, I'm looking for a life. I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for romantic partners. You know. Andrew, hey Lily, how you doing? How you doing, Lily? Good to see you. She says it's Andrew the Android Koloski. That's me. That's me, Lily. Lily's at work. She's bored. Rusty says underpants probably. Rusty wants me to get into my underpants. I mean, Lily wants me to get into my underpants too. All right, if Lily wants me to get into my underpants, I'm not doing it for Rusty though. Okay. Okay, I'll get off camera. I'm not doing this for Rusty. I'm doing this for Lily. I don't get into my underpants for dudes. Here we go. Din 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 din. Din 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 din. If it came in the mail in a cardboard box, I'd be waiting at the door when the mailman knocks. If it grew on trees like apricots, there'd be a big orchard in my back lot. The truth is cold, but it's gotta be told, so it's time somebody said it. Love is out there, but you gotta go get it. If you won it like a prize on a TV show, well, off to Hollywood is where I'd go. If it fell from the sky like a drop of rain, I'd never use an umbrella again. Thinking and wishing it will come to you, will kill you if you let it. Love is out there, but you gotta go get it. Some folks say that love finds you. Well, in fairy tales that might be true, but if you don't try to help yourself, the love will go find someone else. If it came with a suit like a pair of pants, my closet walls wouldn't stand a chance. If you caught it like a cold, like a touch of flu, I'd want to be sick my whole life through. So hide away night and day, trust me you'll regret it. Love is out there, but you gotta go get it. Love is out there. Love is out there. Love is out there. Love is out there. That was Love is Out There by Gary Burr. Taylor says, sing the words and listen to the words. Somebody says, this is the peak of your illness. The fruits of my body. Rusty says, you say, I want to be a rock star, I want to be a rock star, I want to be a rock star. And I say, hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. But you gotta be of age, alive, consenting, non-biologically related, and so on. You say, I want to be a rock star, I want to be a rock star, I want to be a rock star. And I say, hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. And I'll make you famous. I'll make you a movie star. I'll make you a celebrity. But you gotta hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Hop on daddy's dick, or you will be sick. Play with daddy's dick, or you will be sick. All right. Somebody says, this is why you're sick, Andrew. You got to go and meet a sugar daddy. You got to go hop on somebody's, you got to go and meet a gay movie star. Erie says, shave my chest hair. I never shave my chest hair. I love my chest hair, Erie. All right. Any more questions? Any more song suggestions? When you were persecuting me. So this is sucking in his stomach, but no other shame. It's bizarre. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. Whiteness is great. Let's celebrate how I'm a white guy. In the year 2025, the United States of America discriminates against white males. They look down on white males. They're racist against white males. But I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. I'm not ashamed of being a white guy anymore. I'm not going to let... I don't feel like doing I'm a white guy. I know everybody likes I'm a white guy, but I actually don't like performing that song. I guess it's like one of my biggest hits, but no, but you know, but I don't really like performing that one. All right, somebody wants me to do Saint Anger. Saint Anger round my neck. Saint Anger round my neck. He never gets respect. Saint Anger round my neck. You flush it out. You flush it out. Saint Anger round my neck. You flush it out. You flush it out. He never gets respect. You flush it out. You flush it out. Saint Anger around my neck. You flush it out. You flush it out. He never gets respect. Din, 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 din. Ooh, din, 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 din. Fuck it all and no regrets. I hit the lights on these dark sets. I hear a voice telling myself to get free. Fuck it all, fucking no regrets. I hit the lights on these dark sets. I tie a noose. I hang myself. Saint Anger around my neck. I feel my world shake like an earthquake. Hard to see clear. Is it me? Is it fear? I'm madly in anger with you. 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 And I want my anger to be healthy. And I want my anger just for me. And I need my anger not to control. And I want my anger just for me. And I need to set my anger free. 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 Set it free! Fuck it all and fucking no regrets. I hit the lights on these dark sets. I hear a voice telling myself to go free. Fuck it all, fucking no regrets. I hit the lights on these dark sets. I tie a noose. I hang myself. Saint Anger around my neck. I feel my world shake like an earthquake. Hard to see clear. Is it me? Is it fear? I'm madly in anger with you. 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 Din, 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 din. There you go. You got Saint Anger by Metallica. Erie says, Andrew's parents enable this. Coddle me. Coddle me. Mom, can you take me to the train? Mom, can you cook me dinner? Mom, can you clean my apartment? Mom, can you do everything for me? Can you coddle me? Coddle me. Coddle me. And after she does everything for me, I blame her for being the bane of my existence. I blame my mother for coddling me. Coddle me. If she did everything for you, you would be like me too. I blame my mother. I say my chains are maternal. And the reason is because she's coddling me. Coddle me. Enable me to do what I want, not to do what I need. Enable me to do what I want, just not to do what I need. Enabling is unhealthy. Enabling isn't good. Enabling is unhealthy, but I like it more than I should. I like it more than I should. I wish I had an elder or mentor guiding me I wish I had an elder or mentor guiding me Then my work wouldn't be so hard. Then I wouldn't have to work very hard. I wish I had an elder or mentor guiding me. Elder or mentor, guide me, please, elder or mentor, guide me, please. Somebody says, Andrew just needs a sugar mama. He needs a wealthy older woman. That's all I need. Somebody says, get a job, you bum. I don't work. I don't go to school. All I want is to be home with you. I'm doing nothing. Ain't doing a thing. It is depressing. Even though it's depressing, I like doing nothing. Some say I'm a bum, mum. I'm a bum, mum. But being a bum isn't that bad. In fact, it can be quite fun. Fun being a bum. But no ladies want to date you if you're a bum. If you're a 37-year-old disabled adult child with no money, no moo-moo. I see a woman, and she's smoking, and she's hot. She's smoking, but I'm not. All right. She don't want no scrub. Abilify says, Taylor Swift just reposted The Love of a Doggy. It's blowing up. 20K views. And Abilify says, just kidding. That's lame and she doesn't even know you exist. I see a rich and famous celebrity. I see a celebrity with millions of followers and fans. Can I get a follow on social media? Can I get a follow on social media? You interacting with me will give me freedom. You interacting with me will make me rich and famous. Engage with me. Follow me. Repost one of my posts. Engage with me publicly, celebrity. Can I get a follow on social media? One of my posts will go viral. It will start a chain reaction. All my posts will go viral. This is my ticket to freedom. This is my ticket to independence. They tell me social media is not your ticket to riches and fame. It's your ticket to pouring your life down the drain. Give up the pipe dream and live in the real world. Get a job serving coffee. Get a job stocking shelves. Get a job as a cashier. Get a job as a waiter. All right. Rusty, I hope you're still here. We're about to give you an entrance. I'll give you an entrance in my underpants. Putting the wash in the dryer. Putting the wash. Putting the wash. Putting the wash in the dryer. Putting the wash. Putting the wash. It's unlike an air fryer. Coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds, Sal Waters, wee-wee-wah, wee-wah, wee-wee-wah, wee-wah, yeah, going down. Ah! Rusty says, that was a 9 out of 10 entrance. Thank you, Rusty. And he says the reason it was 9 out of 10 is because you're in your underpants. Milky says this is peak male performance art. Thank you, Milky. Anybody want me to put my clothes back on, or do you want me to stay in my underpants? Anybody want to put my clothes back on or stay in my underpants? Rusty says, stay in your underpants. Kyle says, please clothe yourself. Dave asks, do you ever bully your mom and poppy in your underpants? No. Erie says, my little Winky looks inadequate. You can't see my little Winky, Erie. I probably shouldn't have said that. That's okay. Some people say I got an itsy bitsy microscopic little Winky. La 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 la. You know, anybody ever go into gym locker rooms? I mean, I guess if you go into gym locker rooms, you walk around and there's a lot of naked men in the gym locker rooms for whatever reason. I don't know why men like to get naked in gym locker rooms, but I feel inadequate. I feel like I'm small. And I get a glimpse of the naked men all talking to each other, and I feel like in comparison to other men, you know, I'm inadequate. I'm small. I'm microscopic. I'm tiny. You know, they say it's so small, Andrew. I don't know. And it's okay. It's okay to have an itsy bitsy microscopic little Winky. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay. There's no shame in that. Somebody says, "Is that an old bit?" It's a little bit of an old bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stand-up comedy bit I did that I revised a little bit. Somebody wants a new bit. They say, "Come up with new material." You know, quite frankly, my life is sad. My life is pathetic. Nothing's funny. Erie says, Erie. I think I'm a solid. Let's not talk about the little Winky. Let's not talk about the little Winky. Let's change the topic. Kyle says you should stop the live stream and sign up for an actual music class. I would prefer an acting class, to be honest. I want to get into acting. I look hotter than Ryan Gosling. They should put me in Barbie too, man. They should make me Ken in Barbie too. Kyle says, that's mania, Andrew. You don't look hotter than Ryan Gosling. You don't look like a young Tom Cruise. You're average looking, Andrew. You look like you should be stocking shelves. Taylor says, you never go to any auditions and you say you want to be an actor. Well, how did I not know how to pronounce the word auditions? Maybe yeah. Erie asks, does anybody find Andrew attractive? I think my body is attractive. I think my face is attractive. But I'm kind of like a vegetable mind. All right. Somebody asks, do I have monologues so I can audition for roles? To be honest with you, at this point, I just want to be loved. Should I put my clothes back on, guys? Should I put my clothes back on? What do you think? I think we've done enough of this underwear stuff. Rusty says, no, stay in your underpants, Andrew. All right. Kyle says, put your clothes back on. He says, this is sad. Should I do Getting Hungry by the Beach Boys? The pool is going to be open soon enough. Yeah, I think my parents will allow me to swim. The pool live streams will resume again. La 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 la. Who's the sexiest motherfucker on the face of the earth? I'm the sexiest motherfucker on the face of the earth. I'm smoking. I'm hot. I'm smoking. All right, I'm gonna put my clothes back on, guys. I'm gonna put my clothes back on. It was good. It was good keeping performing in my underpants. It's time to put the clothes back on. All right. I'll be back on camera in a moment. All right. I'm back, guys. How are you doing? How you doing, guys? What did you think of that underpants performance? Any comments, questions, anything? Rusty says he's not happy anymore. I'm sorry, Rusty. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize to you. We got pizza pasta in the house. We got pizza pasta. La 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 la. Pizza pasta. Pizza pasta asks, any news? Any news on what, Pizza pasta? No, no real news. Vitamin D asks, can we talk about intergender wrestling now? What's there to talk about? It's 20 to 20. Now, to answer your question, no. Yeah, yeah. I'm always talking about it. There's nothing to talk about. I don't know. I mean, everybody has a fascination with the topic, but frankly, it's ancient history. Vitamin D says, I've seen all your videos on it. Somebody asks, what do you think your living situation will be in a decade? I'm hoping to be incredibly rich, incredibly famous, wealthy, happy, but frankly, I'll probably be dead, probably from cancer or terminal illness. I know they say it's hypochondriasis. Your mother, if you listen to your mother, she would have been dead from cancer for the past 37 years. So, and she's still alive and kicking, and she's approaching 70. So, there's no evidence you have cancer. There's no evidence you're going to get cancer. But I think I'm probably going to be dead in 10 years from cancer. Somebody says the idea of being magically rich and famous from a social media is fantasy and daydreams and delusional too. It's just you're not going to be a rich and famous movie star. The Disney Corporation isn't going to say, this is brilliant, Andrew. This is a gold mine. Let's make the movie. You're delusional, Andrew. This is not your ticket to riches and fame. Disney's not going to say this is an awe-inspiring story of overcoming mental illness. Let's make the movie. That's not what's going to happen here. But maybe I could get a small follow. So he says Disney isn't rushing to make shows about 37-year-old man children. Disney. You're not going to get the Disney Corporation coming to make a show about you. Is the reason I'm not rich and famous because there's an Illuminati that's sabotaging me? Or is it really my fault? Is there an Illuminati that's preventing me from going viral? Is there somebody who's stifling my account? Is there somebody who's putting a kibosh on me? Does somebody have me in a simulation? Or, somebody says maybe HBO does. Pizza Pasta says, I got to be honest with you, Andrew. You're doing better than I thought you would be when I first started watching. I really thought you would have offed your parents at least a year ago by now. No, I'm never going to get physical with my parents. I don't want jail, the psychiatric hospital, or homelessness, or anything bad like that. Why would I? If you get physical with your parents, the consequence is jail or the hospital. And nobody wants that. Somebody says the reason you're not famous is because you don't take your medication. Somebody says nobody like you don't have the Disney Corporation isn't sabotaging you, HBO isn't sabotaging you, Time Warner isn't sabotaging sabotaging you. Universal isn't sabotaging you. Barack Obama isn't sabotaging you. The reason you're not famous is because you fucking sit in your apartment making videos all day long. I'm like, I should have been rich and famous, you know. All right. Hey. Yeah. I'm live. So why do you want to start with?
I wanted to see how you watered.
I'm live, so don't say anything too controversial.
Just checking for
Yeah.
water clarity.
All right, there you go, man.
Let's see.
It doesn't matter. You can just take a look. I'm live right now. All right. See you later. All right. Somebody says the first step to being famous would be changing your living situation. Somebody asks, what's the worst thing you did to your parents? Probably getting physical with my mother in 2011. It's no excuse, though I was delusional. I thought my grandfather was running a pedophile ring, and my aunts and uncles all sexually abused me. So, for what it's worth, I wasn't in my right mind, but that's probably the worst thing. Dave says tackling your mom is bad. It's real bad. But it's not an excuse. But I was extremely sick, thinking they were running a pedophile ring. So, slapping Poppy was very, very small. It wasn't even a real slap. It was kind of like a sissy slap, to be perfectly honest with you. But it's still bad. It's still bad. It was like a girly slap. It wasn't like. It was more like, but for what it's worth, it was still bad. It was a gay slap, like Taylor says. It was a gay slap. Hey, Lily, how you doing? Lily says, guys, aren't we all a little bit delusional to be in these lives constantly? They aren't the best or anything. She says, laughing my fucking ass off. Taylor says, Lily's an enabler of my delusions. Hey, I need somebody who's an enabler to enable me to the promised land. Somebody says, enabler? I hardly know her. Yes, pizza pasta. Yes, pizza pasta. Kyle says, call the Fountain House. You should do that today. That's actually not a bad idea. I would go back to the Fountain House, but I want to make sure there's, nobody there that's going to be upset to see me. I don't want an awkward situation, but I would go back to the Fountain House. But I don't really want an awkward. So he says, no, I made the call. I would literally go there, tomorrow. But I don't want an awkward situation with anybody who's like, oh, I don't want to see you, But I could certainly use the social engagement and the potential friends and the socialization and stuff. I could certainly use that. So he says, actually take a step towards recovery. Actually take a step towards recovery. Somebody says, Andrew will never call them, Taylor. He would rather, do nothing 5 times a day. Abilify says, shitty content, Andrew. What are you going to do, Abilify? What are you going to do? So he says, call Spa Housing. Call Spa Housing. Rusty says, get back into your underpants. If anybody wants to go over to OnlyFans, I could do an OnlyFans live stream. Anybody want me to go over there? I'm looking at Pizza Pasta and Lily since they're the only ones who actually are following me. Pizza Pasta. So he says, Piss wants to see me on. Basically, it's kind of performance. Pete says, you make spicy non-tent on OnlyFans. Anybody want me to go on OnlyFans? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Somebody says no. I'm looking at Pizza Pasta and Lily. Do you guys want me to hop on OnlyFans for like? Somebody says no. No one ever. Stop asking. Oh, Lily's at work. She can't watch right now. Maybe later tonight. Pizza Pasta and Lily. They checked out my OnlyFans. Pizza Pasta. Lily says it's always a grand time. It's always a grand time. Blue, 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 blue. So if I was to go somewhere or do something tonight, where could I go and what could I do? Where could I go and what can I do? I mean, I could go to a bar or a club or I don't know. Where could I go and what could I do? It's to meet some ladies. Somebody says, go to a punk show. Somebody says the Fountain House. The Fountain House is actually not a bad idea. I could start going to the Fountain House again, and maybe I'll meet somebody. I mean, that's really not a terrible idea. Go to a psychosocial clubhouse for the severely mentally ill, but I don't want any problems. Yeah, I'm kind of uncomfortable because I mean, there's some people there that might not like me, so. I want to avoid the awkward interaction. Which is Andrew Winner. So he says, let's make Andrew the winner, Koloski. So he says, you live in Long Island, go to Manhattan, go to the Psychosocial Clubhouse. Live life. You're sitting in fucking solitary confinement day after day after day after day, posting on social media, crying how you have no life. Get out there, live life. You know, live your life, Andrew. What? So he says, go to Times Square, go to Union Square. Basically, you're going to be 38 years old this year, Andrew, and you've done nothing with your life. Created cool artwork, I guess, or cool videos. That's something. Pizza Pasta says, It's a shame the Rat Pack isn't still a thing. You would have been perfect up there with the Beat and Eric the actor. I don't know what that means. He's Andrew the actor. Rusty turned heel on me. He says, Rusty doesn't like me anymore. Vitamin D says, I found you because I was researching FetLife, but I didn't last very long on that website. Yeah. Lily says, can I tell you something? Sure, Lily. What do you want to... Oh, Lily wants to mail me something. What do you want to mail me, Lily? What do you want to mail me, Lily? She says, it's a surprise. My mom might get, she might collect my mail and go through it. So if you're mailing me something spicy, well, my mother might intercept it. Somebody says, does Christina intercept all packages? She may. Lily says, no, nothing spicy. Okay, I mean, I have nothing against it. Go for it. My mother intercepts all packages. Actually, interestingly enough, I got mail from somebody who drew a picture of me, and they sent it to me in mail. I think the person was from North Carolina, and I'm like, I have no idea who the fuck this is. I have no idea who sent this. But somebody drew a picture of me and sent it to me in the mail. I looked a little bit like Razor Ramon in the picture, and they're like, "Oh, I look for." I'm like, "Yeah, it was a little weird. It was a little weird. I don't know who it was." Well, I mean, I don't know who it was, but somebody sent me something in the mail, and my mom. Vitamin D asks, "Are you good at math, Andrew?" My mother had the narrative I was good at math. I scored perfect on the math placement test at Nassau Community College, and when I was in high school, the subject I did the best in was math. So my mother had this narrative, Andrew is good at math, but I always hated it. And, I did pretty good in pre-calc, but, my mother would always say, Andrew is good at math, but Steven, my brother, is really bad at math. Meanwhile, my brother was in the same classes as me, basically, and, he performed just as good, if not better. But yeah, my mother always had the narrative about me. Andrew is good at math. I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I think if I was to do the calculus homework and practice the calculus and get into good calculus shape, I think I was capable of learning it and grasping it and getting good at it. But I hated math. I didn't really like math. I think my mother wanted me to be a math teacher. I just didn't do the homework, and I didn't want to practice, and I didn't want to get good at it. I wanted to just basically succeed without putting the work in. Somebody says, does Steven, your brother, hate you for being the favorite child? I don't know. I don't think I was the favorite child. I think I was the scapegoat. I think everybody villainized me and hated me. I think everybody villainized and hated me, man. I think they all told me what a fucking loser and burden I was. Somebody says, maybe you were the favorite scapegoat. I was the favorite scapegoat. Everybody loved me as their verbal punching bag and to scapegoat me, that's for sure. Everybody loved to blame everything on me. Somebody says, when did this start, Andrew? At what age? I'm led to believe, this was even prior to, 20 to 25 years ago. Basically, from a very young age, my mother, father, and later stepfather, everybody just scapegoated me and blamed everything on me. And I was kind of like the weird child that everybody kind of just villainized and scapegoated. I'm told from a very young age, I was kind of the person everybody just kind of bullied and scapegoated and thought was weird and autistic, even though I'm probably not on the spectrum. So I'm told it's not. It's just a reality. It's just basically since childhood. I was like the redheaded schizoaffective child. It's just a reality. It's not, I mean, my mother can praise me at times, but I was very much the scapegoated member of the family. I feel like when my mother praises me, though, it's very insincere. She never gives me sincere compliments. She always tells me just basically what a loser and a burden and how she's burned out and fatigued by me and how I'm the bane of her existence. That's basically when her praise. I mean, at this point, somebody says your mother is so done. Your mother is so done. I mean, I need to have a better relation. I need to try to repair the relationship. I mean, she does provide me with material possessions. I think she does love me in her way. I think she does love me in her way. I don't. I mean, if she really hated me, she would throw me on the street and make me homeless, or put me in the hospital. So I mean, it could be worse. Abilify, who's very critical of me, is probably my mother, telling me basically what a loser I am. I'm going to ban Abilify. I suspect that's my mother behind the mask. So he says, it's totally your mother. It's totally your mother. Somebody says, you should call your mother and accuse her of being Abilify. I mean, she'll just gaslight me and say, you're delusional. Somebody says, Andrew, who is the real monster behind their mask? Well, I don't feel like I wear a mask. I feel like I'm very transparent. I feel like I'm very honest. And that's the reason I got scapegoated. Because, I kind of just say things like it is. And, to narcissists, they don't really like that. I kind of, I call out problems. I'm like, what's all right, guys. Anybody want to see me go live on OnlyFans? I've done about an hour here, and I'm about finished. Anybody want to see me go live on OnlyFans? Somebody asks, what will you do on OnlyFans? Nothing. I'm just going to stand there and talk, basically. Somebody says, no, we don't want to see the fruits of thy body. Pizza Pasta says he's going to stand there and give a full dissertation with the fruits of his body on full display. Milky says, I don't want to see your fruits. They say, talk to us here. Vitamin D wants to know, have you ever been to therapists and they tell you things you already know? Yeah, I think so. I think there's been therapists who kind of just, I mean, a lot of the therapy is common sense. There are some therapists that obviously make more sense than others and you learn things. But yeah, a lot of it you just, Major of India says, I like to see you laugh. I like when you laugh at us, Andrew. I like to see you smile. Thank you, Major of India. I need a new therapist, to be honest with you. I need a new therapist badly. I mean, it's probably, this is kind of like my therapy session, which isn't really healthy. Talking to fucking trolls like they're your therapist is really toxic. It's probably better I get a fucking therapist, but I haven't had one in months. Abilify says, we tell you the truth. I don't say you don't, but you're not trained medical professionals, you know? I mean, I do appreciate you for having good intentions and trying to advise to the best of your ability, but so did Man Crush Ed. And, you know, he used to do that for me, and he wasn't a trained medical professional. You know what I mean? And he gave bad advice, too, and he might not have intended to, but, you know, it's important to, you know, get professional advice, not trust trolls and schmucks on the internet. No offense. All right. I think on that note, I'm going to get going here. I appreciate you guys for watching. So he says, tell me the truth. What do you want me to tell you the truth about, guys? What do you want me to tell you the truth about? Dave says, everything. Tell me the truth about everything. Major of India says, I want you to make your own choices and mistakes. I want you to, you know, hook up with a fat woman and get drunk. Stop running from life. Rusty says, why do you think I took a heel turn? Tell me the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth about what? Tell the truth about what, guys? Tell the goddamn truth. Tell me the goddamn truth. Yeah, Rusty did a heel turn here. Somebody asks, how are things with Poppy? I guess okay. I mean, I had a relatively pleasant conversation with him this morning. I saw him Monday. I mean, it was good for, you know, we're hot and we're cold. Today was a good day, I guess. So it's just not good then. Yeah, we're hot and we're cold. Sometimes, some days I get along with him, some days I don't. So he says, poor Poppy, he's unwell. So he says, you make all conversations unpleasant, Andrew. It's all you. It's always been. No, that's not true. Poppy's kind of toxic. You know, Poppy's toxic and insufferable to be around at times. And yeah, it's just, they just don't want me to set boundaries and confront them when they're being toxic. Okay. So he says, what does your father do that upsets you? For example, lecturing me about, it just doesn't matter. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys. Like he'll lecture me about how flawed and damaged and fucked up I am, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. I never lecture you about anything bad about you. You know what I mean? It's just, or like he'll lecture me about how I'm like this burden and this flawed person, and it's just like shut the fuck up. I mean, why are you lecturing me about how fucked up I am? I mean, it's just like I never say, oh, Poppy, you're defiant. You're so, you're a dickhead at times. Like I never say that to him. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get going here. Peace out.